The Volturian otters had always been a reclusive species, dwelling in the hidden waterways of their home planet. They lived in harmony with their surroundings, their sleek fur blending seamlessly into the shadows. But on this day, a chance encounter would change everything. As the otter family swam through the crystal-clear waters, they stumbled upon a strange, two-legged creature. He was unlike anything they had ever seen before. His skin was pale and soft, and he seemed to be struggling to navigate the currents. The otters watched with curiosity as the human flailed about, his eyes wide with wonder. The eldest otter, a wise and aged matriarch named Akira, cautiously approached the human. She sensed that he was not a threat but rather a lost and frightened being. As she drew closer, the human looked up, startled, and met her gaze. For a moment the two species locked eyes, and a spark of understanding was kindled. Akira reached out with a tentative paw, and the human hesitantly reciprocated. The touch was like a key turning in a lock, and suddenly the human was flooded with visions and emotions. The otters, it seemed, were not just simple creatures. They were guardians of the planet's ancient secrets. And the human, a young man named Elian, was a wanderer, lost in the vast expanse of the galaxy. As the two species connected, a deep bond was formed, one that would bridge the gulf between their cultures. Elian, it turned out, was on a mission to forge a new path for humanity. He had been sent to the Volturian system to establish contact with the otters, in the hopes of forming a mutually beneficial alliance. And Akira, sensing the potential for a deep and meaningful connection, took Elian under her fin. As the days passed, Elian learned the ways of the otters and they learned from him. He was amazed by their intelligence, their playful nature, and their deep connection to the natural world. And the otters, in turn, were fascinated by Elian's stories of humanity's struggles and triumphs. But not everyone was pleased with the newfound friendship. The Volturian elders, wary of outsiders, saw Elian as a threat to their way of life. They counseled Akira to be cautious, to keep the human at arm's length. But Akira saw something in Elian that the others did not: a kindred spirit, a being who understood the value of cooperation and mutual respect. As tensions rose, Elian found himself at the center of a maelstrom. The Volturian elders demanded that he leave, that he take his alien ways and depart. But Akira stood firm, using her influence to protect Elian and ensure his safety. In the end, it was not the elders who decided the fate of the human-otter relationship, but the young ones. The otter cubs, drawn to Elian's playful nature, had grown to adore him. And as they swam alongside him, their eyes shining with trust, it became clear that the bond between the species was unbreakable. The Volturian elders, faced with the enthusiasm of their young, were forced to reevaluate their stance. They saw in Elian a being who was not just a stranger but a friend. And as they welcomed him into their community, the seeds of a new era of cooperation were sown. As Elian prepared to depart, Akira presented him with a gift, a beautifully crafted otter-scale pendant, symbolizing their newfound friendship. Elian, his heart full, promised to return one day, to continue the journey they had begun. And as he swam away, surrounded by his new otter friends, Elian knew that the future was bright. The Volturian otters had shown him that even in a vast and complex universe, connection and understanding were possible. The night whispered of new beginnings, of a bond that would last a lifetime, and of a friendship that would bridge the stars.